What is up, guys? Sean here, back with another video. This week's video is part 2 of our Halloween special. This week we are in Twin Rivers State Park in Madison County. We are going to be doing a little hiking around here. We're fixing to set up camp and see what we can get into. Let's get it. Now, I was just dropped off out here by my buddy Mike and his 2 sons, Cade and Colin. Appreciate those guys bringing me out here and dropping me off. Mike actually told me about this place, and I think it's going to be a cool little campsite. Let's go find somewhere to sleep. Wow, guys, so we have found a really cool place to camp. So we're right off the edge of the Florida Trail. We are at the point where the Withlacochee River and the Swanee River meet. Right here behind me is the remnants of the old Ellaville sawmill. Ellaville is a little ghost town that's in this, actually in these woods right here. And I don't know if we'll make it or not, but I want to hike down. I was told if I can hike down the railroad tracks down there, I may be able to find the old Ellaville cemetery. So fingers crossed we can go find that. I'd like to go find it before we get camp set up and everything, because we'll be running out of light if I don't. So because we're not far off of the Florida Trail and I've got a little hike to do, I want to hide my pack. So I don't know if you can see it or not, but I hid my pack right over there. You can just kind of see it right there, but this is downhill, and I don't believe anybody will ever see it from here. So we're coming down into where the old sawmill was set up here at Ellaville. It's a really neat location here. Now this is the ruins, actually, or obviously. That's a lot of water. So as the story goes, the Governor Drew, his son actually had been warned to stay away from the river here, and actually got down here in the river and drowned. So, and apparently that was right here in this location, and right up there is where I plan to camp. How freaking cool is this location, guys? Now, we'll talk about some other things that have happened in this area in a little while, but if we want to make it down to the little cemetery there, we got to get on the hike. As you can see, it's quite a trip uphill. And I am out of there. Let's go see what we can find. Okay, so we are, like I said earlier, in the Twin River State Park. We're going to be hiking up here, see if we can get up on these railroad tracks, and then we're going to hike down the railroad tracks and see if we can find that graveyard. Getting up on that joker might not be all that easy, had it? We'll go see what we can find. Well, I'm hoping I might be on to something. It looks like there's an old two-rut trail road coming through here. I don't know, man. We'll see where this goes. Sorry for the noise, I'm not too far from the highway. Well, this just kind of peters out into nothing. Let's hike back out down that little trail right there and see if there's something on down the trail. I know there's not much. There's supposedly only a foundation, and I don't know if this is where they said the cemetery was or not, to be honest. So I may have my facts all screwed up. Well, let's see what we can find. Well, unfortunately, that was a bust. I may try to get with Mike tomorrow, and if we've got time, maybe he can bring me down here and show it to me. But right now we got to get back and get camp set up because we are losing light real fast. So we got to try to get camp set up, and it's going to get cold tonight. Let's walk down this way anyway. It's going to get cold tonight, and I don't want to not have everything set up before it gets dark. So we got to get back. Okay, so apparently I had some of my information mixed up. I think I went the wrong direction. But the governor's mansion burned, I guess, in around 1970. It had been condemned for years from vandalism and flood damage. But so I haven't been able to find that. They apparently it's along the edge of the river. Now, I haven't seen it yet, but apparently the cemetery is along the edge of the river there too, somewhere. So I haven't lost hope yet. If I can't find it this evening, I'm gonna try to find it in the morning. Well, I may not have found what I was looking for, but I'll tell you something. I did just learn a lesson. I kind of had the idea that it might be kind of cool one day to Just put my pack on, man. Let's hike down the railroad tracks from town to town and see where it goes. I am cured. Screw hiking on the railroad tracks. Those rocks suck. Alright, well, I got to get this camp set up so we can make some dinner. I think we're going to cook down by the river. That'll be cool. Okay, so as you can see, it has gotten dark on me, and I made the mistake of not getting back in time to gather up my firewood. And I was going to use my headlamp to run around and collect firewood, but honestly, I don't think it's worth it to take that risk. But tonight, I'm going to go ahead and make dinner. I brought my little gas stove and everything to make dinner with. I originally thought this was a stealth camp, and so that's why I really didn't plan on having a fire or anything anyway, so it's not the end of the world. But so I brought my little gas stove, but tonight I'm gonna make something different for dinner. This is spicy sausage pasta, and it's by Alpine Air. I know you can't see it, but we're gonna have dinner right here by the river, right by the old sawmill. So hopefully you can hear me. I didn't think about being right by this water. Maybe it might be too loud. But hopefully you can hear me anyway. So I got my little gas stove here. Little E-Tech City gas stove. You guys have seen me use this before. And got a new can of gas. Whoa. I almost had a can of gas in the river and no way to cook my dinner. All right. Let's see, I think I'm gonna set it up right here. That feels pretty level right there. So now I need about a cup and a half of water. I've got my 1 quart canteen and canteen cup. So I think that should be plenty right there. So just gonna set that bad boy on there and put the lid on it and let it boil. Alright, I think we got some boil going. Oh yeah. Time to make us some dinner. Pour this in here. I got this little GSI plastic spoon I'm gonna try out. I've got a titanium spoon somewhere, but I couldn't find the thing. We're gonna let that thing sit for just a little while and rehydrate and see how it does. The place out here has a lot of history to it. good and bad. This at one point, this little town here was a very prosperous place, and I think there was somewhere around 3,000 people that lived in the Ellaville community here. And this sawmill, this is the ruins to it. The sawmill here was, one of the big things in the community. But there was a lot of other things that kind of went on out here too. The governor's son, the legend says the governor's son somewhere down on the river here, right in this area, drowned. And so I thought maybe we might use the app that I've got on my phone and see if we can contact somebody. Might be kind of fun, being that tomorrow night is Halloween, and tonight is a full moon. I don't know if you'll get to see it or not, but it's supposed to be a big full moon tonight. And what I had really had on my mind was, and planned to do, was just up the trail there, right by the Hillman Bridge, is where Ted Bundy buried his last victim. And I had thought about going up there and doing a little session and seeing if I could contact somebody or something up there, and thought, for spooks. But after thinking about it, I think that's kind of in poor taste. And so I think I'm going to forego that, and we'll just see what we can find through here. I know death is death, but that was a little girl, and the history is too recent, and I just feel like that's maybe not appropriate. So, all right, guys, let's try this thing out, see how it does. It feels like it's all done. Looks good. Looks like I did just the right amount of water. It actually looks really good. It's really good. It's spicy, boy. Woo! It's got little pieces of sausage and peppers in it. Good. I thought it might be fun for us to, since it's Halloween, to run through this ghost detector and see if we can come up with anything. So it's called Ghost Tube. And see if we can get anything. I'm trying to contact Governor Drew's son. I don't know your name. I'm sorry. Can you tell me your name? Is there anyone out here with me? Now, I tried this thing at my house, and it immediately said 3 names at my house, and it was given intelligent responses. Like, I asked it where it was at, and it told me it was at the table. That was just 2 days ago at the house. So this thing, I feel like, may actually pick something up, but I don't know if there's anything out here to pick up. This thing says it's listening right here, and it's picking up my voice, but it isn't picking up anything else, unfortunately. I was hoping we would get some sort of response down here to make the make for a better video. Is there anybody down here that would like to talk to me? If you can, just come speak into this little microphone. Maybe I should set it down. Is there anyone here that would like to speak to me? Just come speak to this little device here.
Friend.
You're a friend? It just said friend. Well, that's good. Are you local? What's your name?
Robert.
You're Robert? It just said Robert. Robert, did you die here?
Rituals.
Ooh. It says rituals. Did they do rituals down here? Did you do rituals down here, Robert? Can you tell me something about yourself, please? Okay, so it's starting to cool off here, and I'm kind of regretting not having a fire going. So I put my headlamp on, and I ran around out in the woods, which I do not suggest. I ran around in the woods, and I found a big lighter stump. And because I wasn't planning on building the fire, I didn't bring an axe or anything with me. All I brought was my silky saw and my bush lower condor. So I was able to actually use my bush lower or my condor bush lower. I was actually able to use my bush lower knife to baton down a bunch of these fat lighter splinters, and fingers crossed, I think we're going to get us a fire going. I got a bunch of this lighter wood split up here, and I've got a small stack of kindling, and I've got a few bigger pieces of this oak. And if I can get this thing going good, then I'll go ahead and grab some more wood. But let's see what we can do here. And all of this stuff is really, really damp. I'll get that going some. And you see all that really black smoke coming off of there? That's all the resin in that fat lighter wood. If I can get that thing cranking, it'll get good and hot, and then I can get some of this other really wet stuff to dry out enough to burn. got us a good fire going, got camp set up, got dinner out of the way. We had a little bit of fun playing with the little app on the phone, but nothing that's, you know, came across as, you know, super spooky or amazing. But I think I'm gonna sit here, enjoy this fire, and mix me a little drink, and then I'm gonna call it a night, guys. Catch you guys in the morning. Well, good morning. The squirrels are all running around this morning. It's brisk, so everybody's kind of feeling good, I guess, this morning, up running around in the trees. It was a nice night last night, man. I guess I probably got to sleep about midnight last night, but man, I slept like a rock. Just solid all night. Till about 6:45 or so this morning. But I woke up at 6:45 and I felt like I had slept really good. This is a really nice camp spot here. Got the river right down there. I could hear it running all night out the little spring right there that goes through the old sawmill. It sounded really soothing and relaxing. My fire, once I finally got my fire started last night, no trouble, it burned all night long. This is perfect camping weather. It got down into the low 50s last night, and all I've got is my little underquilt that I made out of the Walmart packable blanket, and I've got my hammock, and I've got this little it's called a whoopee. It's a poncho liner, a military poncho liner. And that thing, it's a lot warmer than you would think. It doesn't take up any room, it doesn't weigh anything hardly. And this kept me comfortable. Now I've got my sweats on, you know. I've got my zip up hoodie jacket on and some sweatpants, but my back never got cold last night. I mean, I was never cold at all last night. I didn't even put my socks on. I brought some heavy socks, but I didn't need them. Well, I think it's about time for me to get up and make a cup of coffee. I hate to climb out of this hammock though. I'll tell you what, something happened last night that has never happened to me since I've been hammock camping. And it happened to me twice last night. Twice. I guess I was trying to roll over in my sleep or reposition. I fell out of the dang hammock. Twice. Luckily, I'm not real high off the ground, so it didn't, I mean, It was shocking, but it didn't really hurt. Never had, I mean, literally the whole time I've been camping, I've never had that happen, and it happened to me twice in one night. I thought it might be the way I had my hammock set up. I thought maybe I had it twisted or something, but I don't. I guess I was just moving around. Yep, it's time to make some coffee. Well, it wouldn't be one of my videos if I didn't screw up somewhere along the lines, right? So, this week I made a grave mistake. I left my coffee cup at home. Now, I've got my canteen cup, but I want to make breakfast in it, and I also need a cup of coffee. So I've got to come up with an option. So, you know, part of being doing survival, camping and stuff like that is adapt and overcome. So I've got this old Coke Zero bottle that I had. I'm gonna cut this thing off, and I'm gonna mix my breakfast up in here. This morning I've just got some brown sugar oatmeal, so we're gonna go ahead and get that thing mixed up now. I'm gonna get the water on the boil and see if we can't get us some breakfast. Don't have a whole lot of time before Mike's gonna come back and pick me up, so we got to get some breakfast in us and then go see if we can find that cemetery. Fingers crossed. I'm not 100% sure I even know which direction to go, but we'll do what we can. So I want to show you guys something pretty awesome this morning. I'm going to be using for my coffee this morning. This is called Twin Peaks Pour Over Coffee. Now, there are these little packets. I've tried them a couple of times at home, and they're actually not bad. But my wife got these off of Amazon. I think she said the pack of them, I think it came with 10 of them in it. And I think the pack of them was like maybe $5 or $6, I can't remember. So not real bad for a good cup of coffee in camp. So all you do is, it's real simple. All you do is you open your pack up, and it comes with this little filter bag, and you see each side of them has these little white pieces on it. And get closer so you can see. So you actually grab these pieces and fold them out like that. And then it's got a center piece here that you can tear out if you want to. I haven't been tearing them out. I don't think it's necessary. But so I've got this side folded out like that. Now the top, it says open across here, so you just tear that top piece off. It's got a perforated line there. So you tear that top off. Now all you do is, and I don't know how it's going to work in this canteen cup because the canteen cup's a little bit bigger. Yeah. So you just hang it over the sides of your cup like that. And then when that water gets to boiling, you pour water down in it. Voila, you got to pour over a cup of coffee. It actually makes a pretty good cup of coffee, so fingers crossed this works with that canteen cup because I'm ready for a cup of coffee. So I think I'm going to boil my water right in my canteen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lid and just kind of drop it down on top of it. First we got to get this thing going. So Sometimes it takes a minute for these things to warm up when this temperature drops like it is. So we'll let this thing warm up for a few minutes. Get some heat going. Alright, I'm gonna set this on there. Just a little precarious. Let that bad boy get to boiling, and we're gonna make some breakfast. I gotta admit, it still smells a little bit like Evan Williams. Is that a bad thing this morning? I don't think so. Voila, breakfast bowl. Alright, looks like we got us a boil. It's coffee time. Alright, we're going to have to be real careful picking this thing up. So, I grabbed my bandana to do it with. I'm going to set my coffee cup right here. That thing is hot, and I don't want to burn myself this morning. And you want to pour it real slow and just let it slowly seep through. Coffee. That's good, guys. It's not hard to come out here, guys, and have a really great time. You just got to get out here and do it. I mean, as you saw, that was a simple way to make this cup of coffee this morning, and man, it's a good cup of coffee, and it's really, really simple to do. So, you just got to get out here and do it. I mean, I know I always say that, but you really do. You know, we camp a lot of different locations. And I gotta say, this is probably one of the most pretty, peaceful campsites I've ever had. Listening to that water last night while I was trying to sleep, man, it was incredible. I can't hardly explain it. But now it's about time for me to pack up. My buddy Mike is gonna be coming pretty soon to pick me up. I'd like to say a big thank you to him and his boys for bringing me out here, and they brought me out here and took time to kind of show me around a little bit before they dropped me off, and you know, I really appreciate that, guys. It really helped me out. But they're going to be here pretty soon to pick me up, so I need to eat my oatmeal and drink my coffee and get packed up. Now I know that I could have made oatmeal in the pack, but I wanted 2 packs and I didn't want to have to mix it twice, so I did it this way. Now I know putting hot water in plastic like this, BPA, all that stuff, but I wanted 2 packs and I didn't want to have to mix it twice, so that's what I got. That maple and brown sugar oatmeal is hard to beat. Hey, listen, guys, I know I've said it before and I'll say it again probably a ton in other videos, but haul your trash out with you. Whatever you bring in, take it out. It's not that hard. Leave the place as nice or nicer than you found it. Leave no trace. All right, guys. So I got camp all packed up and squared away. Everything's all cleaned up. I picked up a few extra pieces of trash while I was here, and but I think my ride's around there waiting on me. We got to get to them. Well, my crew arrived to pick me up, and they're taking me to another spot.
Isn't this Beauty Berry?
Yep, that's Beauty Berry. So this is Cade, and I'm sorry, your name? Colin. That's Colin, and then that's my buddy Mike there.
What's up?
They kind of brought me out here and dropped me off and left me for the wolves to eat me. And Mike said that the boys were worried about me all night last night. That's pretty cool. Had to get these guys out here on a camping trip one of these times. But we're going down to a little spot here that I didn't check out yesterday. If I'd have just walked 50 more feet, I would have found it yesterday evening. But in hindsight, I would have been way later getting camp set up. So that was the right thing to do, I think, was to turn around. We just found an old, looks like maybe an old well right back there. We're gonna go around here and see if we can find some more of the old home site here.
I'm gonna drop a pin right here so I always remember where it's at.
Now you can see right here, there is part of the old foundation that runs through here. So the house would have been right here in this area. More of the foundation right there. Right along here you can see the corner of the house. Okay, so we have found what I think was the old barn and stables. As you can see, there's these brick walls that run around it, and it's got the little foundation piers and stuff under it. I mean, this thing is huge here. There's a lot of history here. So I'm gonna look around here some more, see what we can find. Governor Drew, his son actually had been warned to stay away from the river here. Actually got down here in the river and drowned.
Hey, dude, you got, I was like,
Golly, man. And I didn't get it on video. It said drowned. Okay.
God.
It said God.
what is that app?
It said God. See it?
Is that the free one?
Yeah, it's called Ghost Tube. So we're out here in this, we're out, Christopher? Said Christopher. So we're out here in this, like the stables area, and apparently we think there may have been an area here where the slaves for the mansion may have been chained up, and we're kind of doing some investigating around in here and playing with that ghost app that I was playing with last night. And immediately, now you remember I told you that it said that the Governor Drew's son drowned? As soon as I turned this thing on, it said drowned, and I didn't have you recording. But I promise you it said drowned. I mean, I know you.
It's true.
It, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
When I was there, I didn't hurt it.
They got my back, right? So we're playing with this thing and see if we can find anything else.
Nicholas.
No, it said Nicholas. Now, like I said yesterday, I played with this.
You.
Woo-hoo. It said behind me.
I'm gonna tell you, I was out here, man, I got spooked. It felt like somebody, my hair standing up on my neck.
So it just said behind me. Nicholas was behind me just then. Nicholas, are you still here? What was that? Oh, that was the alarm.
Where's the alarm?
It's like if something gets close to the sensor on the top of it. I wonder, did I do
Now,
that?
is that ghost tube or ghost tube SLS?
This is just a ghost tube app. I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah. See, that's what it sounds like if something gets close to the top of it. So that, I don't know what that other sound was. But we're gonna play with this app a little bit and see if we can get anything else to come up on it. Is there anyone else here that would like to talk?
Man, you just gave me deep.
Now, the only reason I really believe that this thing might actually work is because immediately when I tried it at my house, it started popping off like crazy and giving me name after name and like intelligent responses. So, oh, okay.
Man, that goes back in there deep.
And it's got there's a cave right here. Oh, I've got an idea. I got an idea.
Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh, that thing's got no bone. Oh yeah, it actually doesn't go back.
It doesn't.
Oh crap! It goes back down there.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it goes back down there. Y'all want me to crawl under there? No.
All right, so now we're on the hunt for the graveyard. We had a good time at the little home site over there, and now we're gonna see if we can find the graveyard. Oh man, that's a big old sinkhole right there, ain't it? So we're out here looking for the graveyard, and Mike got the app on his phone, that ghost app on his phone. His app just said rest in peace. So I'm thinking we must be pretty close. Check this out real quick. We stumbled upon a stump that looks like a ready-made campfire. That's pretty neat. Turn this ghost tube app back on myself, see if I can get anything. I can't let Mike walk around here and get the better sound clips than I'm getting. That wouldn't be right. So I think we found it. I'm pretty sure we found the graveyard. So we're gonna go out here and see if we can't get some intelligent responses on these little ghost tube app thing. We found some old headstones. This one was Mary Amelia, and it says she died in, looks like maybe 1874. This was a baby.
This is 1873. Yeah, 1873.
Yep, this was a baby. Alright, found another spot over here.
Yeah,
Careful, bud.
there's a dead baby over there. Yeah, Dad, back in the late 1800s, it was actually very rare for children to
What would this be? got some sort of piece of the stove or something.
Yeah, that is what it looks like.
Look at this. You see this right here? These are
Yep.
all headstones for children.
Alright, before we go, I want to try one time. Is there anyone out here that would like to say anything before we leave?
Psychic.
No, I'm not, but if you want to tell me out loud, that would be easier. Well, I think they may be done talking with us. I'm not sure if I was told I needed to be a psychic to talk to somebody here or not. So as you see, we had a good time. We actually finally found the cemetery and the home site, and I had a really good time out here searching for this stuff and camping for the weekend. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, if you would go back and look at our backlog of videos. If you like what you see, hit that subscribe button, give me a big thumbs up, leave me a comment, let me know what you think. If you're a subscriber, I want to say thank you for supporting our channel and hitting that like button. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I'll see you next time.